Hey, how y'all doing over there? Now this is Pete. We're over at Southwest Rod and Custom, and it's very early in the morning, okay? Very, very early. But you know, that's how it is sometimes. You gotta start early. And, whoa. Anyway, I just drank my little 16-ounce cup of coffee I drink every morning. That's decaf on that. And if you look behind me, we're working on our Willys today. Yeah, that's right. We're back on our 41 Willys. Our Willys is gonna be looking good. We're gonna try to get it all together and get it running. The owner's getting anxious, which is making me nervous, okay? I don't like to fucking be rushed. I don't think really anybody does. It's not fair. It's not the way to be, but, you know, California guy Larry, he's an all right guy, so we're gonna overlook all that. Now, what we're doing over here, I don't know if you saw all the front end bolted on. The front end looks great. We got it all painted, we got it all bolted on. It looks beautiful. It's orange, okay? Got a little bit of dust on it. You know, this is a shop that will clean off, okay? But what we're here for today is we are going to hook up our power steering. Now, these are AN fittings, okay? AN racing fittings. I'm gonna show you those. So we got the two fittings on the rack, we got the two fittings on the pump, and we got us a remote reservoir. We got two fittings. Now this size, okay, this is a number 6. That's your most common size used. They use that, son of a bitch. Okay. Number 6 is your most common size used in automotive industry. Number 6 AN fitting. Okay, they use that for fuel and power steering, and that's just the most common size. Then you come up here to the number 8. Okay, and that is also a common size. So those two sizes right there, those are the most common sizes used. Okay, now the components that you're looking at right here, there we go, is your braided line. Now this is our number 8 braided line. Okay, and this stuff here, be very wise and cautious when you order it because they charge you by the foot. It's not cheap. Here's our number 6. Now I did get an extra length of number 6 because we still got to make up our fuel line too. Now, I got all the fittings that we need that are required to hook that up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how these fittings... Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and install one of our ends onto our line before we cut anything. Now the reason we're going to do that is because I want to go ahead and put this line on the reservoir, and that way it's going to give me a more precise measurement to where I need to cut the other end off. So what I do is I stick it in a vise just like this, and I'm sure everybody else does it different. Okay, and you can actually buy special wrenches to put all this together, and you know, I don't use the special wrenches. I don't give a shit about owning the special wrenches, okay? Thank you very freaking much. So we go ahead and unscrew the two pieces, and you're gonna see that there's a red and there's a blue. So the red has got to fit over our braided line, and when you put that on, you don't want to fray the edges if possible. Get that on there the best I can. And if you can't see what I'm doing, I'm trying my best, believe me. So, as you can see, okay, I got that on there and it's looking good. Now, they actually sell a tool that you can slide this on, but Mr. Average Joe, okay, working class of America out there that's watching this, that wants to do this at home, isn't gonna go buy all the fancy fucking tools to do it with. I'm showing you how to do this at home, okay? I'm showing you how to do this without buying the fancy tools that you need to do it with. So I go ahead and put it back in my used and abused vise that you see right here. And I take the other end of my fitting. Now this is our fitting that goes inside the red. This is our male fitting, as you notice. Okay, if I have to explain why that's a male fitting, there's something wrong with you. Okay, so this is our male end, this is our female. this will slide in to the black hose, okay? Let me show you that. If you look right there, see this end goes into the hose, and you want to go ahead and give it a little bit of a pressure test to get it on there, if you can get it on there. Okay, it's being a pain in the ass now, see? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back that braided hose off just a hair, see? I think I might have it. There you go, right there. Now this is real important. This is a real important tip here. You have to have pressure on both ends to start this, because what happens when you screw this on, it's going to expand. It's going to expand the hose inside. It's very important that that hose, that male fitting, is inside that hose, okay? Before you start screwing it on. Once you get it started by hand, see? Right, you've got to be very careful. Do not strip the threads. Okay, once your fitting is installed on the hose, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and bolt it over here, okay, onto the vehicle. So you run your line to the proper angle. Go ahead and get it started on there. Before you measure that out, right here, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and take your other fitting and go ahead and screw that on there, just like so. And this pertains to all the fittings that we're going to be using. So you got to put them on there, because you don't want them too long, but then on the other hand, you don't want them too short. So then I'm going to take my line and I'm going to measure it out, as you can see what I'm doing here. And I see that it's going to be approximately right there where my thumb is. I take a piece of tape. Now what we're using the tape for is that's going to help us from not fraying our hose. Put it all together. I bolted it on to the vehicle. I came around, I measured it out, okay? I'm going to cut it right here. You can use a chop saw, a cutting wheel, whatever you need to do. I'll put that line back together and I will put it on the vehicle. I'm going to do all the lines the exact same way that I just showed you. Okay, yes, those gloves do need to go in the trash. Okay. I'm going to do all those lines just like I showed you. Okay. We'll get them all together. We'll take a good look at it, see what we got, and the fuel line will be next. Making the lines is easy, but they're real stiff and hard. Putting them on is going to be a trick. So I'm going to start out with my little one here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to I'm going to go ahead and put them on by hand for right now, and I'll tighten them all up later, see? And this right here. Okay, I like that. Now, once again, I still got to secure these to the frame so they're tied down, and we will be doing that just like that. I'll show you that later. Okay, because we got to keep it away from the exhaust system right here, if you can see that where my hand is. Okay, what I'll do, I'll tighten those up. I'll get them all secured. They'll be done. One more job done. One more tackled, and one more step to move on to. Let's get a good look at those as we say goodbye, and we hope you've enjoyed this little series, okay? I hope you've enjoyed it. Bruno hopes you've enjoyed it. You know, this is just a series of how to put, this is just a little episode of putting your, lines together without the big guy doing it for you. Save yourself some money, do it yourself, and you'll be a lot happier in life, see? You'll enjoy your car more when you get your hands dirty on your car.